isn't a lie. The noise is fading now. I'll leave my shoes beside the door, then let go of the doubt. The ceiling holds my silence. The walls remember me. I don't have to be anything. Just breathe, just breathe. This is the threshold where the day becomes the night, where I trade the weight I'm carrying for something soft and light. This is the threshold where I finally come home. Not to walls, not to rooms, but to myself alone. The mirror sees a tired man who gave what he could give. There's no applause for quiet work, but that's no way to live. So I pour a little water, let the steam begin to rise, and I wash away the version that the world sees through my eyes. This is a threshold where the day becomes the night, where I trade the weight I'm carrying for something soft and light. This is the threshold where I finally come home. Not to walls, not to rooms, but to myself alone. No more questions left to answer, no more clocks I have to chase. Just the sound of water running and the quiet of this space. If the world needs me tomorrow, then tomorrow I'll be there. But tonight belongs to no one. Tonight I'm learning how to care. This is the threshold where the night receives the day, where I finally stop pretending that I'm fine along the way. This is the threshold, and I'm standing in the light of the only honest moment that I've had in quiet. I'm home, I'm here, I'm mine tonight. I walk through every hour with something on my chest. I smiled at all the right time and gave away the rest. The phone went quiet finally. The email stopped their sound, but somehow all that silence just made the wait more loud. I'm still carrying the things I couldn't say. I'm still carrying the miles of yesterday. It don't just disappear when the working hours are done. I'm still carrying, but maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. My hands still feel the tension of everything I held, the conversations I replayed, the stories left untold. But the water's getting warmer and the room is getting still. I think I'm learning slowly that I don't have to be strong until I'm still carrying the things I couldn't say. I'm still carrying the miles of yesterday. It don't just disappear when the working hours are done. I'm still carrying, but maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. There's no shame in being heavy. After all that you've been through, every man who carried something needed someone to come home to. So I come home to this moment, to this water, to this start, to the sound of my own breathing and the beating of my heart. I'm still carrying, but I'm setting it all down. I'm still carrying, but I'm tired of this crown. Let the water take the edges, let the night receive the weight. I'm still carrying, but I'm putting it away. I'm putting it away. I'm putting it away. asked for that. By the end of every evening, they just hang there by my side, like they finally stopped pretending that everything was fine. Heavy hands at the end of a long, long day. Heavy hands that forgot how to pray. I just need the water running down my shoulders to the floor. Heavy hands don't have to hold anymore. Don't have to hold anymore. I gave my best to everyone who probably didn't know how much it costs to show up, and how hard it is to go through the motions of a life that moves too fast to feel. I need a quiet moment just to remember what is real. Heavy hands at the end of a long, long day. That forgot how to pray. I just need the water running down my shoulders to the floor. Heavy hands don't have to hold. Don't have to hold anymore. Let them fall, let them open, let them soften in the steam. Let them remember tenderness, let them remember what it means to touch without a purpose, to rest without a reason. These hands have earned the silence of this slow and quiet evening. Heavy hands becoming something like heavy hands. Surrender to the night. The water washed the tension from the knuckles to the bone. Hey. I didn't notice when it happened, but the tension left my jaw. The thoughts that wouldn't quiet down aren't so loud anymore. The steam is doing something that no words have ever done. It's asking nothing from me, just to let the water run. Exhale, let it all come undone. Exhale, like the end of a long run. Today is just a memory, it's floating down the drain. Exhale, don't you dare hold on again. Don't you dare hold on again. I used to think that resting was a thing I had to earn, but the body keeps the record of every twist and turn. And tonight it's asking gently for the simplest kind of grace, just to breathe inside the warmth of this small and sacred space. Exhale, let it all come undone. Exhale, like the end of a long run. The day is just a memory, it's floating down the drain. Exhale, and don't you dare hold on again. Don't you dare hold on again. There's a version of you resting in the space between the breaths. Not the one who has to answer, not the one who second guessed. Just a man inside the silence of a room filled up with steam. Exhale and find the distance between who you are and what you've been. Exhale, the night is soft and white. Exhale, and let it take the time. You cross the hardest hour, now the gentle part begins. Exhale, and breathe yourself back in. And breathe yourself back in. And breathe yourself back in. There are no words required for what this moment is. Just the sound of water falling and the warmth upon my skin. My mind was running circles. Now it's standing very still, like it finally found the bottom of a long and quiet hill. Steaming silence, that's all I need tonight. Steaming silence, soft and warm and right. No one calling out my name, no one needing anything. Steaming silence, let me disappear a while. Let me disappear a while. I forgot how good it feels to not be somewhere else, to not be planning something or performing for myself. The fog around the mirror is the kindest thing I've seen. It lets me be a feeling instead of what the feeling means. Steaming silence, that's all I need tonight. Steaming silence, soft and warm and right. No one calling out my name, no one needing anything. Steaming silence, let me disappear a while. Let me disappear a while. Maybe peace was never something I was meant to go and find. Maybe it was always waiting in the stillness of my mind. All it took was heat and water and a door I chose to close, and the simple act of letting myself be what no one knows. Steaming silence, holding me like hands. Steaming silence, helping me understand. I don't say it enough to the people that I love, or to the mornings that were gentle, or the light that came above. But somewhere in this water, something loosened in my chest, and I found myself being thankful for the things I don't confess. These are my warm water prayers, the ones I never speak out loud. Gratitude without an audience, no witness and no crowd, just me and what I'm grateful for. Beneath the falling stream, warm water prayers, the truest ones I've ever seen, the truest ones I've ever seen. For the friend who didn't ask me if I was doing fine, who just sat beside the silence and let the silence shine. For the meal I didn't rush through, for the song that found me right, for the fact that I'm still standing at the ending of this night. These are my warm water prayers, the ones I never speak out loud. Gratitude without an audience, no witness and no crowd, just me and what I'm grateful for. Beneath the falling stream, warm water prayers, the truest ones I've ever seen. I'm not asking for a miracle or something more than this, just the grace to keep on noticing the small things that I miss, the warmth of being sheltered, the quiet of being known, the strange and simple blessing of having somewhere to call home. These are my warm water prayers, rising up like steam, grateful for the broken parts and everything between. No church, no convent, this water and this man. Warm water prayers, thanking life for what it can, thanking life for what it can, thanking life for what it can. The fog is clearing slowly from the corners of the glass, and I see a man I recognize from somewhere in the past. A little worn around the edges, a little soft behind the eyes, but there's something almost honest in the face that can't disguise. The mirror doesn't lie, it just shows what's really there. A man who's been through something, with the weight still in his stare, but also something gentle that the daylight never shows. The mirror doesn't lie, and tonight I finally know. Tonight I finally know. I spent so long performing for the people and the screens that I almost lost the feeling of just knowing what life means. But this face inside the mirror isn't asking me to win, it's just quietly reflecting the man that lives within. The mirror doesn't lie, it just shows what's really there. A man who's been through something, with the weight still in his stare, like a witness and believer that the man looking back at you has done the best he could. The mirror doesn't lie, and tonight that feels so good. Tonight that feels so good. Tonight that feels so good. I miss the man I used to be, before the world got loud, before I learned to shrink myself to fit inside the crowd. He had a way of laughing that didn't need a reason. He moved through life like summer, unbothered by the seasons. I have a saudade for the self I left behind, a longing without a language for a quieter state of mind. Not regret, not sorrow, just a tenderness for them. Saudade. I wanna find him once again. I wanna find him once again. I think he's still inside here, beneath the years and noise, beneath the need to prove myself, beneath the borrowed voice. I catch him in the evening, when the room gets soft and still, when the water washes over me and nothing needs my will. I have a saudade for the self I left behind, a longing without a language for a quieter state of mind. Not regret, not sorrow, just a tenderness for them. Saudade. I wanna find him once again. I wanna find him once again. Maybe I don't have to find him. Maybe he never went away. Maybe he was just beneath the weight of every day. And all it takes is stillness and a room filled up with steam to remember that the man I was is the man I've always Of myself I've always known, not the one who chased and hurried, not the one who had to prove. How does you? I'm slowly finding you. I'm slowly finding you. I'm slowly finding you. There are things I've been holding that were never mine to keep. Old conversations replaying in the hours meant for sleep. The version of me that about what people think has been standing at the edge now. It's finally time to sing. Let the water take it. Every burden, every doubt. Let the water take it. Wash the inside out. The grudges and the pressure, the apologies I owe. Let the water take it. And just let it go. I forgive the day, its hardness. I forgive myself the rest. I forgive the things I couldn't do. Still gave them my best. There's a lightness on the other side of everything released, and I'm standing at the doorway of a long-awaited peace. Let the water take it. Every burden, every doubt. Let the water take it. Wash the inside out. The grudges and the pressure, the apologies I owe. Let the water take it. And just let it go. I don't need to carry everything to prove that I was there. I don't need the weight of yesterday. Let the water take it down the drain and out to sea. Let the water take it, give it back to where it needs to be. I came in here with all of it. I'm leaving something behind. Let the water take it and give me back my mind. Give me back my back my mind. Something shifted in the water. Something changed without a sound. All the edges that I carry have been slowly wearing down. I'm not the same as when I entered this small room of steam and light. Something quiet happened here in the middle of me. I'm softer now than when the evening started. I'm softer now, less guarded and less hardened. The day did what it did to me, but the night is doing more. I'm softer now than I've been before, than I've been before. I can feel it in my shoulders, in the way my jaw unclenched, in the slow release of something that was deeply, deeply tensed. It wasn't just the water, though the water played its part. It was giving myself permission to be gentle with my heart. I'm softer now than when the evening started. I'm softer now, less guarded and less hardened. The day did what it did to me, but the night is doing more. I'm softer now than I have been before. It's the bravest thing I know, to let the armor fall away and let the real thing show. There's a strength in being tender with the life you're living through, and the softest version of me is the most honest one that's true. I'm softer now, and I'm not going back. I'm softer now, found the things I lacked, a little more forgiving of the man inside this skin. I'm softer now and ready to begin, and ready to begin, and ready to begin. I stepped out of the water into something close to new. The air feels almost different, like it knows what I've been through. I reach for something comfortable and pull it close to me. There's a version of the evening that I finally wanna see. Clean soul, that's what the water made of me. Clean soul, lighter than I thought I'd be. Not perfect, not untouched by life, just washed enough to breathe. Clean soul, that's all I ever need. That's all I ever need. The towel holds the last of it, the final weight of day. And I stand here for a moment, just to let it fade away. There's no grand revelation, no dramatic change of mind, just a quiet kind of freshness, like the best of what I'll find. Clean soul, that's what the water made of me. just washed enough to breathe. Clean soul, that's all I ever need. I don't need to be reborn or start again from scratch. I just need to feel the difference between lost and coming back. And tonight I feel the difference in the stillness of this room. A clean soul doesn't shine out loud, it just quietly makes space for you. Clean soul, walking into the night. Clean soul, everything feels right. Not because the world has changed, but because I finally did. Soul, that's the gift this evening gives. That's the gift this evening gives. That's the gift this evening gives.
The clock means nothing now, the calendar can wait. There's nothing left to answer to, and nothing left that's late. I pour myself into the evening like it's something I deserve. These gentle hours asking nothing, just a man with no reserve. Gentle hours, soft and slow in mind. Gentle hours, pouring like good wine. No alarm, no obligation, no performance left to give. Gentle hours, teaching me to live. Teaching me to live. I find my favorite corner and I let the music play. Something low and warm and honest, like the ending of the day. The lamplight holds me gently in its amber quiet glow, and I sink into the feeling of just letting myself go. Gentle hours, soft and slow in mind. Gentle hours, pouring like good wine. No alarm, no obligation, no performance left to give. Gentle ears, teaching me to live. There was a time I felt guilty for the stillness and the rest, like I had to earn the quiet by giving it my best. But the gentlest kind of living is the one that asks for space, and I'm learning that the evening is the holiest of grace. Gentle hours, hold me while they last. gentle hours. Let me leave the past. Just a man inside the nighttime, with nowhere else to be. Gentle hours, finally setting me free. Finally setting